How's Mark feeling?
How's Mark feeling?
Yes.
He's he gave himself a kind of a nerve impingement while he was sick.
Oh.
So so he's probably gonna only be using one arm at times or one strap at times. So
Aww.
I know, lame. Okay. So we'll start facing our mounts. And we're gonna just start really waking up feet. So let yourself rock up and down.
Your head's down.
My head's not important. But on the camera, not the.
Yes, I got it all.
You have it all.
Okay.
That's what I need. I need Mark over here to get my setup.
Michelle, she says she needs you over at her house to get her set up. So as we're rocking, we're gonna slow it down a little bit so that we rock to the outside of our feet, come up on the inside. So feel yourself on the first and second toe. And then inhale and exhale, spread those toes out and come down slowly. And then you can rock to the outside as you come up. Rock to the inside once you're up. Spread the toes and come down slowly. Yeah, and we're gonna do 3 more of those, guys. Feeling yourself press up. Good. And slow.
I realized you can't see my toes because I have socks on still. Not that you can see them very well anyway, but.
Well, without the socks, it's easier to see what they're doing. You get little tiny toe shadows. Good, yeah. And then after your third one, your last one, then let yourself just come to the ground, lift those toes up, and then set them down. Big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Piano toes. So you lift them up again, and big toe, second toe, come on, left side. Can't get my second toe down. We're going third, fourth, fifth. And one more round. All the toes up, and big toe, second toe reaches, third, fourth, fifth. And some of us will feel that.
That's the hardest thing you make us do.
I know. And the thing about the piano toes, it's so we talk about how easy it is to lose our muscle, right? Especially after 40, or muscle memory. But the toe thing, I find that if I don't do it regularly, it's so hard to get the toes back again. Like, just it takes extra work. So yes, very hard. We're going to take one arm. I'm just going to start with my left. I'm just going to pull it into my waist and look back, kind of getting a nice stretch to the side of the neck while engaging the shoulder blade. And then inhale, release, and exhale, pull. Let your head turn and look. Good. And then inhale back. So take your time. See how long an exhale breath you can get. Good. Yeah, then just start paying attention to what your head does. For example, as I turn this way, my head falls backwards. My ear is literally falling down to the back side of my back instead of just turning on its axis. Yeah, that's one very common check you can do. The other one is check on how you're pulling. Some of us pull and we actually are making this sort of motion. It might not look like that, but it will feel like that because you're gonna feel your upper traps on. So see if you can pull back and round and down with your scapula. Oh, that's better. Look at you guys. Very nice. Good. And one more each way. Good. Nice, okay. And then let's just add a little step back to that. So as we pull back to your left, we'll step back to your right, shift your weight all the way onto that back heel, then raise the heel, come back to home. So I want it to be super conscious. I don't want you to just whoop, swing back. Other side, shift your weight slowly all the way back onto the heel. Good, lift the heel. I haven't come forward, I just lifted the heel. Good, and then come back forward.
So you're putting your left foot back and you're turning to the right?
Yes, so it's,
Okay.
yeah.
Somehow I could, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was doing it backwards.
So I want to see more intentional on that back foot. We're loading it, right? Heels all the way down. Your weight should be on it. Raise the heel, trying not to come forward. You should be activating ham and glute as well as the back calf, obviously. Yeah. That's it. So you get tall before you finally come all the way forward.
Get your hips back.
What's that?
Get your hips.
Sorry, I'm watching you. Mark is telling me to engage my abs, and I'm completely not moving because I'm watching you guys.
You look like you're going, "Whoa."
I know, I probably was. I completely forgot what I was doing.
I'm trying to get us in the right position by moving
So
her.
is it really?
Like, oh, just a little bit more.
Okay. All right, so let's see what we put. This would be this one. So, there we go. That makes sense. Can you feel the engagement, you guys, at your glute and ham? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, super duper. So let's step back with the right. Good. A big step.
Oops, okay, all that water you drink.
Pull back with your left.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Good. And then as you lower into a lunge, you're going to pull with your right. Back heel will raise up. Good. Stand. Pull with your left. Good. Lower.
Do you drop your back heel all the way down when you come up?
Yes. I don't think it looks like it because I'm on this thing over here. But yes, come all the way up. Is that any better? Here, I'll come forward. Let me grab onto this and I'll be forward more.
Are you trying to keep your weight in the middle?
In the middle. That's right. Keep your weight in the middle. So you've got to reach that back leg down. And then Lisa, I think you could take a closer step. I mean, sorry, not a closer step, a bigger step. A bigger step. Yeah. Good. And last one. So now as we, oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm sorry, apparently I can only do one thing. I can either watch you today or I can move today, but I cannot do both. Then when we come up, we're gonna take the back leg and we're gonna keep the hands moving. It's gonna kick up and you're just gonna sweep it up, and then sweep it back, come all the way back in a lunge. So this arm that's on the same side as the leg happens to be my right. It's gonna sweep straight down, that leg comes up and down. Yeah, more. That's it, good. Yeah, the left arm is gonna move forward. All right, you can reach all the way forward if you'd like, or you can keep a little tension on it. Good. That's it. Reach. Good, that's it. Good, okay. Now you've got your rhythm. Now start working your standing side. Find those toes. Give yourself a moment here. My temptation is always to bend the knee. Some of you are more subtle. You'll just tuck your butt. That's a good. Good, not a kick. I want you to hold it.
Oh.
I know. Some days it can be a kick. Today it's a hold. That's it, good. Because I want this to have time to really get on. Who's standing side? Good. Nice. All right. And then we can come down. Good. And then just back to center. And then we'll switch to the other side. So right hand, left leg back. Oh, I just did it backwards, didn't I? No. I did it backwards, I apologize. Because we're down and pulling. So it's same side. That's why this one feels a little different for some of us. The same side pulling, and then straighten as we stand. Putting that back heel down. And then down, same side pulling. Straighten as we stand. And maybe it's the sleeping gummy I had. It's messing with my brain. We bought sleeping gummies for my dad for the trip we're going on, but we thought we better try them out and see what they feel like first. Just, you know, how's it gonna affect my dad?
Yeah, they can be strong.
Yeah, and I just had half the dose. It's like,
Yeah.
start little.
I take a quarter.
Do you really?
If I wake up at 2 and can't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not like the feeling. I was like, the falling asleep. I slept well once I was asleep, but ooh, the falling asleep feeling was weird. Oh, that gummy.
Oh.
That's it. There we go. That's yeah, good. Yeah, that's it. Good, nice rotation. Good. So then we can add in that back leg kicking. So, and holding. So it's gonna sweep up, sweep back. Good. And bring it down. Yep. Up. Back. Good. Bring it down. Good.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Good. So now we get on this. Yeah, nice, Diana. Just as I sing, she's like, oh, on it. Get on that standing leg, right? Drive through the foot. Really think about how it's pushing through the earth. The rest of you is pulling up away further from it. That might cause the leg in front to lower, and that's okay. But if once you get that standing side, then you can keep challenging the standing side by trying to lift the leg higher while you keep the standing side, right? Really working on that ability. Really press. Yeah. Good. Good. And last one. Oh yeah, we can do it. We can do it. Good. Yeah, and then you can come back to center. Okay, so we're gonna take our straps and put them in our hands. Stand tall, palms facing us, collarbones open, and just gonna give yourself a nice high bicep. Just pulling right there. And feeling how you're stabilizing that, and I can tell you right now, I'm shoving myself into this place in my ribs. So I'm gonna take these guys in. More importantly, what I'm gonna do is take a hook from the back of my head and drop 2 hooks off the back of my sacrum toward the ground. And that takes care of everything. If you want to simplify, sometimes feeling the work in opposition of the spine up and the 2 hooks down. Yeah, there you go, good, because I want you to back up a little bit. Reach through there. And we're gonna sit with it. So pull it up, slide your spine down a wall, let your tail get heavier away from your reaching head. Good, and then come back up. And then release forward. Good. And pull. Good. Oh, you guys are good. Yes, do it again. So I was getting ready to tell you to watch out for swinging back and swinging up, and nobody did it. Awesome.
That would be fun though.
Yes, so this is its own kind of fun. That's it. Good. All I'd like to see is those ribs in, or think about the spine long as you drop, right? Work from the back in 2 directions, down and up as you come here. Yep, pull the upper back away from the lower back. Good. Nice, okay. So then we're gonna turn that into a regular old squat. So we're gonna sit in our squat, pull those elbows on our side. Good. Press down, take your right leg. Oops, that's right left one. Point it out in front of you. Good. You can lift and lower, then lift, keep it up. So that's not an option. Well, yes it is. You can come all the way to a stand now, swing back. Now you're in body balance all the way. Reach into your slack, see if your arms can raise enough that you don't have any tension left on your strap. Good. Swing that leg forward again. Sit this time as you come down into your squat. Keeping that leg up. Point the toe away from you. Good. Come on up. Swing it back. Reach those hands forward as far as you can. Lifting into your slack. That's it. Nice. Nice, gang. Good. Swing back down. Have that seat. You can pull in and even press down if you want. Yep. You decide here. Class choice. Forward. Whoa. Okay. All right, how many was that? 3, 4?
A lot.
A lot? Does it feel like a lot? Okay. If it feels like a lot, then let's switch to the other side. Yeah? So coming into our squat. Good. We're going to lift that leg out. Lower, lift, come in, and back up. We'll do one more. Out. Good. Now it's time to lift. Stand up, swing it back. Hinge. Good. Lift those arms up until you have nothing but slack. Good. Bring them back down, swing that leg forward, and sit. Again, you can pull in, press down. I like that just because I can feel my abs lift up there. Yeah. Hinge, lift. Good. In that reaching moment, right? You're in your body balance. Think about your upper back hook Pulling away from your sacral hips. See if you can get that space long. Yes, and I think that's your last one. Yeah? How do you feel? Hips alive? Oh. Apparently that clock needs a new battery.
Which one?
It's way off.
Oh, really?
It's 2 hours off, right?
You just want to keep it on Hawaii time.
I know I do.
Oh, did we never reset it?
I was looking at that clock in the corner going,
Did you never
what?
reset
It's almost 9 o'clock. Okay. So let's take ourselves out to second position. Press those hands back into the side. Good. And then back to center.
Oh.
Nice and easy. Same side again. Out. Good. Very nice. Good. That's it. And then just one more. Good. And then we'll go right to the other side. Just easy, just for getting those hips a little deeper. Good. Is that 4? 4? Okay. So then we're going to turn ourselves to the side. I just wanted the hips to get warmed up a little bit. And we'll do the same thing, second position plie. We're going to sweep that hand across. So now a lot of tricep, back of shoulder. Good. Come back in. So I'm trying to make a slice across. You can grip as well, right, with your fist. But I won't want your fist to look like this. I want it to be straight out, yeah? So whether you have the straight hand slice or you have the grip, yeah. Now here, some of you are gonna cheat me like this. Do you see what I just did? I cocked my wrist up. I want you to keep the back of that wrist straight. Better, I see you. Come on, straighten it out. There we go. Good. Yeah. Good, all right. And one more. Now stay right here, stay right here. The arm that's long is gonna go up to the sky. The arm that's closest to the mountain is gonna sweep under. Think like a little Pac-Man. Good, come back to the side. They both lower back down. Yeah, so sweep under. Good, press down as you come back to center. Good, that's it. That's it, get a little bit deeper as you come each time back into that second position. Yes, look at that, Joe, I see that, good. Good, yep, keep managing it. This guy doesn't really get to give up. He comes here, but he doesn't get to come up all the way to here. Can we do one more? One more. Come on, come on. Don't give it up. Keep it at least over here. Yeah, good. You okay, Anna?
Yeah.
Okay. You stopped and completely changed position, so I was just worried. All right.
I was watching.
So then from here, we're going to come 2 hands. So they're both facing away from you. And then you're just going to pivot, 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 pivot with 2 hands. Yeah, bring them back into your chest, push across. And pivot, 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 pivot. There we go, good. Okay. So can you feel the difference in your body versus pushing your hands away or pulling your spine up? It's kind of hard to pull your spine up when you're on a tilt, right? Really feel the space between your rib and your spine and your sacrum, right? The hook's pulling in opposite directions, so that you have to use your muscles more than your mass. Yes. Good. Better. Do that again. Find your length as you press out. It changes where you're stabilizing from. Yes, Lisa, that's better. Good. Good. Beautiful, Diana. Find that length, find that length, find that length. Nice. Good. Okay, and then we'll just step back to home. Beautiful. Let's go to the other side. Everyone okay? So same thing, we're starting simple with second position leg, slicing, and coming back in. Slicing, we're working on the wrist strength here. Yeah. That's it. Slicing through all the obstacles in our way. Maybe we're on a jungle adventure, chopping down the jungle that's blocking our path. With our bare hands. Good. All right, and then one more, and then one to hold. All right, and then here we just take the top hand, we pivot. The other hand just sweeps under. It looks like a giant Pac-Man. Come back down, see if you can keep some tension on the hand that's farthest away from your mouth. So under, sweep. Good. That's it. So think about your spine here, because that top hand is going to make us want to lean into it. Can we hold our ground? Use the muscles. Yeah. So as I go. Good. Come back to center a little deeper. Can we do that? Yeah, good. I see the dropping all around the room. You guys are awesome. Good. That's it. Good. And one more. Good. All right. And then we take those two hands in front. We just bring them to the chest, push away, and then two-handed pivot, and back into your chest. So if you need a little more stability, you can lock your hands together here. If you want to work instability, keep your fists slightly apart. Right, so that will require more strength if they are apart. Good. Good, yes, I see the sitting in again. I like it. Good, yeah. And then we can just step back to home. Right? Yes. Good. Okay. So let's turn our backs to the mat. Are we good? You want to try one
I
hand?
appreciate that. When I spoke to
All right. So spine's long. Find your place. Good. Stand your ground for a moment.
Guys, we need to make a decision on this. And I realized
Can you feel here talking again?
Yeah. Sorry.
Right.
That's new. Normally we don't hear him.
Well, we have company, and so he's working in the bedroom.
I see. It's in a different place. Good. All right. So pressing away, right? Finding the spine as much as you can. The hook that's at the base of your neck. The two hooks dropping down from your sacrum. pulling them apart. Good. And one more. Good. Arms press forward. Good. And then we're just going to fall forward into that floating plank. Come up on tiptoes. You can bring your heels together if you want to be more stable, or if that is a more stable position for you. But I want you to see if you can be in parallel. And remember how we roll from the outside of our toes onto the big toe? See if you can get onto your big toe. That might affect what happens at your core a little bit. You might have to work to stabilize there differently. And then you're going to take those arms up into long stretch. Stay on that first and second toe. Exhale, bring those hands down. Good, and up. Good. And down. That's it, right? Familiar territory, just adding in the thought about how your feet are on and what that requires of your center. Good. That's nice. Good, and last one. Good. Let your heels come back down, float your way back up, and then Lisa, we're going to be coming down to the floor onto our knees. So we're going to take a step forward.
Oh my gosh, I just had the weirdest sensation.
Huh?
So, you know, I'm so wobbly in back to the mount.
Yeah.
So, you know how I'm tipping sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I was doing that and I untipped and it was a totally different feeling. Like in a good way. I was like, oh my God!
Yay, that's awesome. That's great. I think you should do one more time. Put it back in your body again. Don't just leave it, right? If you get that new sensation, see if you can repeat it before you go on to the next thing. That's fabulous. You take your time with that, Giselle, because I want you to feel it. Your glutes are more lifted now. And then the rest of you, while Michelle's doing that, you're just going to take a step forward into a lunge. We're going to press opposite hand forward. And then let yourself lower all the way down. There you go. Good. Okay. And then we're going to switch hands, raise halfway up. And then switch, come all the way down. So that's your motion. Very small. This is getting up into the splits on the reformer. And I want you to check all the parts, right? We're not trying to come up high where it's comfortable. We're trying to stay low where it's challenging, because you're going to have to reach forward for that bar, for example, if you were facing the foot bar, or down for the shoulder blocks if you were facing the shoulder blocks. Yeah, so you don't want to come high. You want to just be low. That's it. Good. Okay, so now can you add back in your spine? That was nice. Jonna's like, oh yes, my spine. Very nice. Yeah, so all I want is you to now see what happens. You can hinge, that's okay, if you need to get up that way. But I don't want the chest resting on the belly. I want the spine being pulled sacrum to neck hook, right? So it's still here. I still have that front heel driving down. Either way is fine. So upright, again, holding onto the spine, or hinged forward.
Was I leaning back or something?
You were leaning forward.
Okay.
And the hinge is okay, right? But I want to see evidence of this tension to the spine. Yeah. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this will probably be your last one, because we've probably done, oh gosh, 8 by now. We've done 4 plus 4 good ones. How's that? Yeah? All right, so then we're gonna bring ourselves down onto both knees. Good. And then press those hands forward again. Beautiful, good. Then float forward. If you need extra cushion in your knees, do it. If you just can adjust with your feet, that might be the answer for you. Some people need to really pull those heels together so that you're not resting on that weird part of your patella. They don't have to necessarily touch unless that helps. But letting them fall in together can be better. And then we're going to take the elbows wide up to 90 degrees. Check the top of your arm bones. Pull the shoulder blades toward the spine and downwards. Then press, and the shoulder blades can come forward. I want you to make sure in this moment that you're pulling down with the scaps. Not jamming them down, right? I'm not trying to do a back bend. I'm trying to find the bottom of the scapula and pull it in. Yes. So if I start seeing this, can you see how my back is shaped? That's a no. That's me jabbing my spine in order to get more leverage out of my arms. Here, my spine is in place. Now I have to use everything else properly. So even though the arms are in motion, I want that spine hooks pulling apart. Right, neck hook one way, sacrum hook the other way. Your neck hook is not on your nose, gang. It's on the back of the base of your neck. Pull it up like your shirt tag being pulled up. That's it. Lisa, can you push your hips forward a little more? Yep, let your hips push. And then find the rest of your spine. Last two. Last one. Nice. And then hands are going to come forward. Now we're going to gently fall. So, Deshelle, I can't remember if you can do this or not. Is it slow enough for your wrists to fall on?
Well, it depends on what you mean by falling.
Have you been with me when I do the slow fall? We fall, and then catch ourselves. And then round your spine back up.
I can do it if I land on my fist, probably.
Yep, cool. So we're seeing how long we can go down in neutral, and then we can round our spines back up. When you fall, allow yourself to soften your elbows. And if you want a slower fall, move farther away from your mount, right? This is a lovely controlled fall. We're trying to go down in one long neutral line, right? So for me to and then you get to round up. That's it. That was better, Diana. Nice, Deshelle. Is that okay?
Yeah.
But walk a little further away.
Tomorrow.
I know. Walk further away so you have more support. I just feel.
Well, then I'm not falling at all. Then I'm just like, if I'm further away, then it's just like there's no falling involved. I'm just.
You can't even hit the ground. Look at you. What's it like to be that light? That's so funny. She literally has to work to get down.
And where the straps are, they're on my shoulders. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm just not. I can just hang out here like all day because they're
okay.
They're caught. You know what I mean?
Caught on the front of you. Yeah, I see. Good. All right. So Lisa and Diana, you can pause. We're going to take that other knee forward. So hopefully you're feeling the moment when you want to hinge, right? The funny thing about that hinge is that you're actually offering your head to the ground. So if we can come down in a plank, you can keep your sternum up and save your face or save your head. Make sense? So it's a nice little way to practice falling gently because there's going to be a time when we do. Right? That just happens. All right, so other foot is forward, knee is tucked under, and we're going to press forward. Good. And then come up halfway, not even, just a little bit, and down. So I'm not doing a good job. I have shoved my spine forward instead of lengthening it apart. And to me, that feels really great. My legs are like, yeah, we're used to that. So instead, I'm gonna find my spine and lift it up. And I'm gonna start in the hinged position. So like I have a dowel from head to tail, and then see if I can do that. That's gonna give me a little more access to the glute in that little tiny hinge. Then I'm gonna take that upright, same thing. I'll notice that I have to drive into the front heel a little more if I wanna do that well, right? Yes, good. That's drive into the front heel as you raise and lower. Yeah, drive into that front heel. Good. Again, if you're not feeling the glute, that hinge position is A-okay. It will help you get a little more of that back glute on, a little more of the front ham on. Okay. Good. Love it. Okay, Michelle? I was just noticing you and Diana had your hand in the same place and then you went, whoa. Is it a cramp?
It's just the hip flexor thing.
On the downside leg?
Yes.
Okay, so the hip flexor on the downside leg. Can you rotate your heel inward on the back foot, on the down leg? Oops, what? Tell me I don't have enough storage. And that should keep that back one long. Okay. You feel like you got 8, everybody? Way too many? Way too many. I love it. Okay, very good. So we're gonna walk forward on our knees, let the straps pull from behind, and then we're gonna take the arms and bend the elbows so they're right at the shoulders and push forward slightly. Can you see my hips are pushed forward? I'm in a kneeling down stretch, pretending that I have my hands on a bar in front of me. So I'm pushing my hips forward, lifting my spine up. Good, then you're gonna slide your arms up, squeeze your glutes. You are actually in extension on purpose here. Pull your hands back to your shoulders, keeping your spine, yeah? So it's hard to tell, but in my mind, I'm a crescent moon shape, yeah? From the back of me, I'm trying to create my butt forward as much as I can, glutes on, and my chest is lifted. Yes. And as your hands get higher, your glutes have to turn on more.
And when we come down, are we out of the crescent?
No, keep the crescent. It's down stretch from the reformer. You're just doing it tipped on its side. Good, that's it. Glutes on. One more. Glutes forward, hips forward as much as you can. Good. All right. And then turn around and face your mount and then just sit back in a nice little chest pose. And that should feel good. And while you're in your child's pose, I'm gonna come on my hands and knees just to show you the image of what your spine is doing there. Because normally you'd be facing toward the ground, glutes on, chest up. Like so, right? Really trying to put the hips down as much as we can, getting as much stretch through the front of the hip by turning on the glutes and lifting the spine away from it. So that's what we were trying to do in space, which I think is way harder than doing it on the reformer because it requires a lot more of that body awareness. All right, so have I told you what Joseph Pilates said, that the equipment is to make you strong enough to be able to do the mat work? Right, so being able to find that length again on your own without that framework. Okay, finding your sits bones. Pull your fist to your chest. Good, and then scoop your belly in. And then Diana, I don't know if you're close enough to your unmute button. I saw your mouth moving, but you're double muted. So you know I don't want to miss a word of what you have to say. That's it. So come all the way down. Arms reach forward. Row to your chest. And up. And row. And every time you pull those fists, I want you to pull your elbows apart, not your hands. So if your fists come right to either side of your sternum, keep them there, but pull your elbows wider. Yeah, Lisa, do you feel that little drop in your abs when you did that?
Yes.
That was nice. Could see it. Hi, Lynn. She's come to help. Good. Good. And one more. Good. And those arms go long. Then we're going to pull long arms straight toward the ceiling, come into a bow. And it should almost help us here. We're in that hollow body, and it should feel pretty good and easy, yeah? Come back down. Row again, elbows out wide. Arms go long, pull the arms up. Pulling back, that's it, good. And then down, good. And then on the next one, we're just gonna add one leg lifting as we come up. Lift, 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 lift. Good, maybe you can lift higher. It looks like a half of a teaser. Good, come back down. And then we'll lift the other leg up. Pull, 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 pull. There you go, good. That's it, and then down. Good, all right, optional both legs. Or you can come back to the first one. Now you're gonna notice that it's gonna pull you. So the more you pull those arms up by your ears, the more the legs are gonna get knocked down, right? You don't have anything to anchor you. I can do this well with my arms in front of me, much harder for me to pull back, yeah? So I want you to be okay with working the pull back moment. It's okay if your legs flop down, right? It's okay if you rock and roll. What I want you to feel is the work in your center. Yeah. Can't lift my legs. Come on, girl. Look at your teaser. Yeah, good. Yes, you're gonna notice knees are gonna wanna bend. You're gonna notice that if you like to roll back onto your back to balance your legs, that's all fine. I want you to just play with it. That's it. Good. You guys are the most determined bunch of people I've ever met. I love it. If you've got one left in you, see if you can feel what happens for a split second when you add the length from tail to head and underside out. Meaning your legs reaching out, heel to toe and away from you. Just try one. There should be a split second of, oh, I'm balancing and I'm pulling, and then boom. Yeah?
Is that through the whole process?
Yes, if you can. If you can. For some of us, we can't think it until we get up, right? So if you're up here, then add it in. If there's a moment where, just a split second where I'm like, I'm stronger. Oh, but I can't hold it. Yeah. All right. We're gonna take ourselves. What time is it? Oh, okay, okay. Right? To the side. And we're gonna take the strap, put it on the outside foot. Okay, because we haven't done this guy in a little while. Let's see. You can't see?
No, it is here, but
The strap is on the outside foot. Yeah. Okay. And then the other strap can be in your outside hand, just for a little balance. I'm actually holding on with the inside here, but you might find that helpful. Okay, so heels down. We're just gonna round back into C curve, pulling with us on the other strap. So abs rounding in, coming back up. Good. Yeah. Now I'm trying to stay square here. I'm not trying to do that. This hand is pulling back, right? This one closest to the mount is pulling the strap, pulling the rope itself toward me as I go. Yes. So you should feel that bicep again, just like when you were doing the high bicep earlier. Now we're just adding a little resistance. You're going to be getting a little more pec as well because you're working to the side. Yeah. If you're feeling your elbow, make sure that pinky is wrapped down. Yeah, don't let it be lazy pinky. Good. All right. So now we're going to round back, hold it there, slide your foot that's farthest away from the mount out, control it as it comes back in. Just staying here. Hold. Out. Good. Control it in. Good. See how slowly you can bring it back in. Slow, slow, slow. Nice job. Good. 2 more. Out. Slow, 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 slow. Good. Keep it down on the floor. Last one, last one. Good, good, good. All right, let yourself come all the way up. Just reach forward, releasing that upper arm and press down. Great. Okay, we'll put it on the other foot and swing around, face the other way. I'm trying to get right to see you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna get some sticky under my butt or I'll be sliding around. There we go. Okay, so outside hand is through the loop, holding on at your rope. Strap on the outside foot. Good. And then we're just rounding back. Yeah, pulling the strap with us, right? Kind of like leaning back on a rope if you've done mountain climbing, or simply try to pull anything down like vines out of a tree. Rah! Love it. How fun. So Diana, one of her arms is right next to the camera. So we can see all her muscles in her arm. Look at her shoulder, look at her tricep. Woo! You guys are welcome after class to come and give your flex to the camera. Diana just happens to be right up close. Good. All right, can you get that outside sits bone down? So instead of kind of twisting and rotating the outside leg inward, see if you can set it down on the mat. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Good. Okay, so then let's hold that C curve back. Good. Now press out to the side. Slowly bring it back in. Good. Out. Good. And in. That's it. Keep your abs on. Keep your fists strong. You have 2 more. Controlling on the way back in. Good. And last one. Good. And then come all the way forward and then reach both arms forward. Just press. Good. Nice. And then you can take your straps off your feet. We'll just face them out. Take those legs into a nice wide straddle position. Good. And then slowly hinge your way forward. So this is me working on, again, I've got my sacral hooks here pulling one way. I've got my spine hooks, my neck hook pulling this way. So if I focus on that, you can see I don't go very far. Yeah, but we should still be feeling a stretch, yes? Yeah. Know where your spine is. That's it, good. Just breathe there. And one more breath. Good, now just flex your feet, pull your heels along the floor away from you. See if you can hold your spine there. Good. Yes, and then release that. See if you can now pull a little bit more forward. Again, being mindful of the spine. We're not dropping the chest further. We're tilting the pelvis more. Good. Good. All right. And then those of you who are dying to, you can drop down onto your forearms. I know. Please let me just drop. Yes, and that will feel like a nice little stretch too. Good. And then we're going to come back up and come over to the side. Really reach over your ear. That's it. See if you can put this hip back down. So mine came with me. We're going to let it reach back down to the ground. That's it. Engage your obliques and abs that are closest to the leg you're going toward. You should get more stretch to the ones that are farther away. Good. And then all the way up to the other side. Same thing. You can go as far as you want, but then make sure that opposite hip comes down. That's it, good. And then see if you can turn on your obliques closest to the leg you're closest to. A little more. Good, that's it, nice. And then gently bring yourself all the way up. Good, legs are gonna come together. We're gonna come into a reverse plank. You decide how much energy you have left. You can come all the way into that reverse plank. Find your shoulders, open them up, press the ground away. You can come into a table bridge. If that feels better, you'll get even bigger shoulder stretch. You can be in a low table bridge, just pressing down. And you can be in a hover, right? Just hovering your butt. You can also be just upright with your butt down, right? So you decide what you feel like you need.
Wait.
Ow, 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 ow. What's that? What are you doing under there? All right, let's take a nice little spine twist. So, what are we doing? I've got your left over your right. We're just gonna rotate around, push the ground away. So we're not leaning back into that hand, we're pushing the ground away, upright as we can be. Let your, again, head turn over your neck, not over your shoulders. Good. Big inhale, and then exhale, unwind. We'll go the other way.
Something's gonna happen.
Okay. Get yourself a little more upright. That's it, good. Good. All right, and then gently unwind. Take your hands to your side. We're gonna flip into our snake transition to a plank. So feet together, roll onto your hip, press into your hands, twist all the way around, and then walk your hands into your feet. Let the back of you have a nice little stretch here. You're welcome to put hands on legs for support, and then press down and round all the way up. Ooh, take a nice breath in. You don't need to see my head. Inhale up. Good. Exhale, we're gonna swan dive. So push your hands out behind you. Tails up, spines long. Pull your sacrum one way, your neck spine the other way. Good, then drop your head and hands and round up. One more time, arms up, press back, Swan dive, yes. Ah, lovely. Open the shoulders again. Good. Drop your head and your hands. Good. Round up through that spine. Good. V for victory. Ta-da! Good. Happy Friday. Pull that all the way down. Nice job, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
So just a reminder, I will be here next week, God willing. And then it's the following week, the week of Thanksgiving, that I will be starting being away. Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Happy
Did you get a
Friday.
new top? Look how pretty.
I think I just haven't worn it.
It's cute.
Thank you.
Oh, be careful, you could blend in. It could be like island camouflage almost.
You don't see me.
I know. All right, you guys.
Thank you. Have a
Take
good
care.
weekend.
Thank you. You too.